All right, it's Randy Edwards and Craig Vaught here at Grapevine High School. We have Coach Randy Jackson with us. Coach, how are you doing?
Doing great. Thanks for being here.
Now, I know you've completed one season here. Is that correct?
That's right. That's right. We got here a little bit before spring ball last year, and so kind of got it going a little bit. Got better as the year went, but now we're working harder to make it better next year.
Now, just kind of looking back through your history, I know you were part of that Mesquite Poteet coaching tree. What did you bring from that program?
Well, just to tell the kids that the kids at Poteet, the great thing about that deal was they believed it could happen before it happened, and we were real lucky with that. Caught some breaks and caught lightning in a bottle, and so I think that the kids know that at least I've been involved in that, and maybe that gives them a little bit more credibility. I don't know, but it sure makes me feel with even more confidence for a guy that's coached a long time. So we really try not to talk about it a lot, but there are some things that I did at Mesquite basically that maybe I just stumbled upon that we do again, as far as just making the kids feel 10 foot tall and bulletproof, and just kind of breathe, speaking that life into them and making sure they realize that they can do it.
Well, and what a great combination with your history and the history of this school. I mean, we just walked through your training facility, and there was district champion banners from as far back as 1923. We're standing here by a state championship plaque. I think that's a powerful combination. What do you see over the next few seasons?
Well, our JV was 9-1, and our freshmen were 9-1, so we feel real good about the future. But we also do talk about the past. And when I got to Poteet, one of the first things I did was get the very first head coach at Poteet's, Bill Taylor, and I got him back in the fold and made him feel special and feel a part of it. I've had Coach Sneed, who was the coach here during the state championship times. He's come and talked to the team, and it's a neat deal because a lot of suburban schools like we are haven't been around that long.
Exactly, but I see you tying those two elements together.
Yeah, so for us to still be suburban and have this history, so during the season last year, we talked about what team we were. We were Team 95 last year in the history of Grapevine. We were the 26th playoff team, and they have 2 state champions. So now when I address the team, it'll be Grapevine football Team 96, playoffs 27, but the state championship number hasn't moved. But so we know that first number will move. We're Team 96, but what a great deal. There's so many teams out there that are Team 20 or whatever, and Poteet was a great place, and I was at Plano East too, but both of them were started in the 80s. So for us to start here in 1906, and we have a lot of guys older guys who this is very important to them. They played here, and so it's a neat legacy that we need to try to give us something to reach for, to get back to.
Well, yeah, no, I also saw you had a handful of NFL players that have come through this high school, so I think that means a lot. Now, last season, district 3-3, right?
That's correct.
And you got a berth in the playoffs.
Yep, we played Ryder and by district and had a little comeback at the end, but fell short. And so, but it was a building block kind of thing. We had our banquet the other night, and we talked to those seniors about, hey, our goal is for you to come back and be real proud of what you see, but just know you're always one of those guys that put that first brick in the wall for us.
So looking at your district for the upcoming season, how does it stack up in your mind?
Well, it's, you just never know this time of the year, but Birdville's always real. I mean, there's perennial. The guys at Lake Dallas do a great job. There's great coaches in our district.
Yeah.
So there just isn't any easy districts out there. This Texas high school football, and everybody's working hard, and so we're just honored to be a part of it and hope that we can give a little bit better showing next year, and we're working to do it.
Speaking of working hard, we just witnessed it in there. Your off-season program, like Randy said earlier, one of the most intense that we've ever witnessed, especially the way that you guys finished. Tell us a little bit about your off-season program.
We believe that strength is just a little bit part. People think about off season, they think about lifting weights, but our biggest goal is mental toughness, and it's no fault of kids. My son's a ninth grader, and there's just not a lot that he does on a day-to-day basis that's going to make him mentally tougher. So we're going to challenge kids, and they're going to have to bring it every day. We're going to win and lose every day. We're going to compete every day. I'm a big believer in head-to-head wrestling, and so you saw it there at the end. We're going to get in, and the whole team's going to see you win or lose. And so we are a big believer in when playing. The only way you're going to play your guts out on Friday night is for you to be used to doing it, and you have to be comfortable being uncomfortable. So we're going to make them uncomfortable every day and make them compete every day. And it's not easy. We've had a few kids who've left the program, but the ones who stay are going to benefit from it, and sure. I'm proud of them, and I think that they're getting used to it, and the recipe's worked everywhere I've been. You know, kids will, as long as they know you believe in them and you develop a relationship with them, they'll work their tail off for you, and that's what these kids are doing for us.
It's interesting that you said that, because we've heard that more and more, I think, over the last couple of seasons, building relationships, teammate to teammate, coach to player. Very important, huh?
Oh, it's huge. It's just we send letters once a week. Every coach sends a letter home. We text 3 kids a day, and there's just so much stuff out there that when kids want to. Here's really what we believe: if kids will lay in traffic for their position coach, and they don't want to let that position coach down, then you've got it, and they'll just going to play that much harder. And so we're real big on trying to. And that's a great thing we did at Poteet. Tried to hire a bunch of kid magnets that the kids will play hard for, and I think that is a missing component that some people have and some don't. So we work real hard on making sure the kids understand that we're here for them and we believe in them, and they'll work that much harder for us.
Again, we witnessed that. It was quite evident that you have that relationship well on its way. Do we see a scout in here earlier, Coach?
Yes, sir. This is that time of the year where really all day you'll just have coaches come in and out, and usually they're looking at this time of the year maybe for one last 2015 kid, but most of them are trying to figure out who to come back at spring ball, a 2016 kid, who to come back and see for that.
Tell us a little bit about Randy Jackson. What got you into this business?
My dad was a head coach for a long time. And
where was that?
It was in Tenaha, a little East Texas town around Nacogdoches, and I played college football in Louisiana, and so really it just kind of came natural to me. And when I first got into coaching, it was more of the X's and O's and football part, and as I've been in it longer and longer now, it's more of the relationships.
It's more about people, huh?
It is, and more about kids. We had our banquet the other night, and a kid texted me after the banquet that he loved me and thanked me, and well, that's just what it's about.
That's more valuable than these,
no
right?
No doubt. And so I'm not sure if principals ever get those texts. It's about being a coach, and I just believe that we get hours a day with kids, and I think coaching is an honorable profession, and I'm proud to be a part of it, and I wouldn't have chosen anything else, and I'm just proud that I'm in Grapevine, and we turn this thing around. It's going to be an awesome deal.
I think we can all see why kids would want to play hard for you, Coach. Thanks for joining us today. Thanks for having us out.
Yeah, honored. Thanks for coming out.